Um, Welcome back to Rise of the Rune Lords. Brett, you, with no money, through the DDG.
Huzzah!
It'd be real cool to get money for this, but I'm okay with fun. Um, Last session saw Oscar leaving to take care of family. At least that's what he came to believe through a premonition, as well as Maheda rushing out of the city gates to take on as many goblins as she can get a hold of. Kareth, Kalar, and Karzarath wound their way eventually back to the Rusty Dragon Inn, where a certain blind oracle, CC Stonetide, had just begun her visit, and you all made your acquaintance quite strangely, and not quite understanding the blind part on Kareth's behalf, right outside, and ended up splitting. Kalar going to the House of Bluestone, and the three others to the Glassworks basement to see what all went down in that long tunnel at the edge of the map. And that is where we will come back to. So, dragging the flag over, or bookmark, I suppose. We have Kareth waiting very patiently outside at the moment as Karzarath and Cece take point down the path. I believe both of you do have dark vision, or well, I mean, blind vision and dark vision, I should say. I guess vision isn't exactly important.
Yes, and CC is leading the way.
Okay. Well, depending on, well, I should say, how fast are you working your way down the tunnel? Are you taking it carefully? Are you moving at a moderate pace?
CC would turn her head to the person following her and say, "So, do we know exactly what's supposed to be down here?"
No idea.
Oh, so would it be beneficial if we were quiet?
Probably. If I had to
Okay.
guess, there's probably gonna be some kind of goblins.
Oh, poor little goblins. They don't know what they're running into. Okay. Shall be sneaky. Her footsteps get a little lighter. She picks her cane up off the ground and kind of like puts it on her shoulder.
Okay. Then in that case, if I could get a stealth roll or taking 10, depending on urgency.
I will take the 10.
Okay, so what does that bring your total to?
11.
Okay, 16 and 11. And 11. Okay. Right. Okay. You don't particularly have very clunky, jangly attire, Cece. So, while not particularly smooth with it, you aren't exactly giving yourself away with every step. Karzarath, you are well aware of this deal, and you find yourself to be moderately quiet. Good enough for a normal job. As you head down this path, it winds for quite a while. It curves very gently to the right as you head down, and continues for a little over 1,700 feet. You are definitely you're walking down here for a long time, at least a reasonably long time. Let me grab some tokens.
Oh no. Oh no. There's no need for additional tokens. It's fine.
Oh no, I'm grabbing your tokens.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Well, wait. He says additional tokens, meaning
Shush.
there's going to be something on
Shush.
this hall,
Shush you. Shush.
which we already expected.
Shush. I can hope and dream.
Okay, so let's
You see nothing.
clear up
Oh,
this.
wait.
Karzarath, how far is your dark vision? Or is it low light vision?
Dark vision 60 feet.
60
I
feet?
also have low
Okay.
light vision.
Yes, that is good.
He's got both.
So,
Why did you light a torch then?
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Kareth
when
did.
we walked in.
Kareth needed it.
Oh. Okay, gotcha.
Alright. Oops. No, don't do that. Let's move you. Oh, wait. My bad. What you actually reach, and this is off map, so I will actually not move you just yet, is in fact a dead end. However, there are, as you reach this dead end, to your right, there are actually 2 tunnels.
Can we get the map?
Unfortunately, this is just going to be theater of the mind at the moment. There
Gotcha.
is no map for this, so you've been walking down this tunnel for a while, and you reach this dead end where off to your right there are 2 tunnels. One that seems to turn off east and the other to the west. It appears to you, Karzarath, that there are, much like in the glasswork basements, that there is brick rubble around the westerly tunnel.
He will whisper that to Cece.
She'll give kind of a nod and point in that direction.
Which direction?
Probably the direction away from the rubble. To be like, what's down that way?
Okay. So would you head down the eastern tunnel?
Sure.
Yeah.
That would be the one without bricks, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you make your way, stepping carefully down this tunnel. You get a couple 100 feet down. Before Karzarath. Yeah, Karzarath, you see ahead of you, and where Cece is walking, you see that the tunnel has, in fact, collapsed.
Well, this is a dead end. Collapsed tunnel.
She stops, nearly running into it. Like, oh. Bummer. Does it look like there's any way through? Does it look like it's something we can move?
I mean, you can, like, start to fumble around and try to pull things away.
I was actually going to make an investigation.
You may make... Do you have knowledge dungeoneering?
Yes, actually.
With the rank in it?
Yeah.
All right, you can
think so.
roll me a knowledge. You can roll me a knowledge dungeoneering check in that case to see how.
I have knowledge engineering with a total of 1. I may not have an official rank in it though.
Oh, unfortunately, that means that it is untrained for you, and that you would be unable to basically figure it out. However, I could have you roll a survival check. That
Sure.
might it would give lesser results, but it still is in the same vein.
Sure.
A 15 to survival. That's not bad. I'd say you're looking at this and there's no light anywhere, no light peeking in. It doesn't look very feasible, at least with your combined strengths, and maybe even with some general workers to get through here. This is a solid collapse.
Yeah, it's a dead end.
No bother.
Well, I guess we'll take the other path then.
Yes, it was worth a check. And I will reach over and I will extend my hand out to Kazaroth and say, "Good job!" Like kind of like for a high five.
He will give her a high five.
As you do, I cast guidance on you.
Oh my!
And
Oh,
then
it
she-
is range
as-
touch.
You
Yeah,
just
it's
gave me a
range touch.
horrible. You just gave me a horrible idea for something to do in the future.
She's as
For somebody a high five, but then when they do it, you cast inflict wounds.
you feel like a rush of just like of energy kind of pulls through you, and as Cece pulls her hand away, she goes, "I'm really sorry. A lot of people are really like nervous about being touched by a blind person. You seemed okay with it, so maybe this will give you an extra boost."
Thanks.
Because out of everybody, she's the only one that she's like fully like felt his face. He was the only one that has allowed her to do that so far.
All right. By the way, for anyone listening and for you, Karzarath, we do in fact have a character within the DDG that inflicts wounds by hug.
Yes.
Oh jeez.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And they're brutal.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Okay. I assume that you would make your way back.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe you want to exist there. It could be your final resting place if you want. I'm not going to stop you. Okay. So, you make your way back and you get back to the fork.
Karzarath will lead the way down the other path, remaining stealthy.
Okay.
Cece will gently place a hand against her forehead and she goes, "I wonder if I can do better now." And I will give myself guidance as well because it's not particular to one person, and I would like to try to roll stealth with the +1 to it.
Do you need me to roll another stealth, or?
I would ask you both.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. I'll allow that.
Sure, 8. It's better than 0. I'll take it.
And then, so 17 and 8. Oh, not 8. 17 and 8. Are you gonna? Oh yeah, you're going down the western path.
Yes.
Okay. It does seem to have been bricked over, where it diverges from the main tunnel. Okay. So as you're heading your way down, Cece, you do stumble and kick one of the many bricks on the ground. It hurts a little. I'm not gonna make you lose a point.
She's
But it
just
does-
hopping behind him now.
It does clang a little bit in its stony fashion.
Ow, 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 ow.
Okay. This one is not as long. It winds a bit for about 50 feet until it turns pretty sharply and heads north for another 100 feet. And as you get to the end of that hallway, I will bring you to the bottom left corner. And we will also, we'll give you your entrance to this and draw attention back to Kalar, who is currently in the House of Blue Stones. You were researching. You did make those rolls.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
You were gonna take the time between sessions and figure out like
Mm-hmm. Where'd it go? It's here somewhere. I think it's 19. Yes, it is. +4 on history and planes checks. So knowledge history 17 +4, 21. So that was a 21 history check. What in particular were you looking for? I believe it was about, like, I think you were looking for Lamash too.
Lamashtu, and there's another name here that says
Melfeshnikor. I know these names. I've read the book. Right. Okay. Cool.
I doubt there'd be any personal information on Tobin's or Tobian's stuff in here, but if something came up.
Right. You do not find anything on the state of Ezekiel Tobin. $21 is really good.
I didn't figure he didn't have much personal stuff there in town, but they didn't have much information except for
Yeah.
he died in a fire, I believe it was, along with his daughter, which I'm thinking did not die in that fire.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. That is your line of thinking. Your group's line of thinking, I mean. Okay. I don't remember if I told you this, but in your readings in the basement of the House of Bluestone, you do find readings on Lamashtu. There is quite a bit of information on it, and you do note that it generally comes through defensive type readings and as a warning more than regular interest. Lamashtu is the mother and patroness of monsters and of anything misshapen and malformed. You find several different names throughout your readings. The Demon Queen, the Mother of Monsters, and the Mother of Beasts. Lamashtu is a chaotically evil being and achieved godhood. You find various connections with Pazuzu, who is briefly mentioned as a demon lord. And
does the demon lord know of nothing special?
You may look for Pazuzu as well. However, you also find that Lamashtu was once a demon lord herself. And that And the last thing you figure out is that the symbol of Lamashtu is a three-headed jackal. Or, sorry, a three-eyed jackal. It is golden and relatively misshapen. And that is the learnings of Lamashtu.
But this Masu's fire is not a known location in the area. Is that anything specific? Maybe.
About
Okay.
Lamashtu? No, there is no information about Lamashtu that would suggest Sandpoint or the Varisian coast is relevant. At least in particular. You don't really find any location on the material plane to be
But her
present.
fires, is that specifically mentioned, or just could be just a fire dedicated to her?
Lamashtu's fire?
Yeah. Hopefully, when she offers Sandpoint to Lamasu's fire.
Oh. You can pretty much ascertain that that's more of a, like, sacrificial offering or a figurative or even literal metaphor for Lamashtu destroying, and that there is no particular thing that is
burning the place to the ground. Okay. And anything on the other name? The
Malfeshnikor?
Yeah.
I will have you roll another history, actually.
Okay.
+4.
+1 addition to my that roll.
Ooh, 24. All right. You scour through the readings and 24. All right. You catch a single mention of the name Malfeshnikor. Back in the time of the Thessalonian Empire, Malfeshnikor was imprisoned within a Shalast watchtower.
Say a glass watchtower?
Shalast. That is a name. Shalast. However, there is very little extra information on that.
And is Shalast a type of material or location, or does it not really explain what Shalast is?
It reads to you like a name.
Okay.
Or a title.
Not like a type of stone.
No.
I imagine all that would take some time. I mean, he might try to find some old maps or look for references to that last, but I mean, going through a library is going to take a lot longer than you need rolling a dice and telling me what I find.
They have been taking time down in the tunnels. It does take a little bit. I'll have you roll one more knowledge history to find maps or other information about prior. Okay, so an 18. Prior geological information, or geographical, I mean. Okay, I will get back to that, though.
Okay.
we will.
Yeah.
Get
Well,
back to.
It only takes a few minutes to explain that would take long time to actually do.
Yes. Okay, so moving back a little bit, I'm gonna explain some things. So hold your horses, Karzarath. Back in the cave. No, this is not where I want to be. Oh, I got rid of my page. That's no good. I'm back to my cave. Pet. I'm back to my page. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. As you enter, as you two enter through these tunnels, Karzarath, you notice that there is an offshoot to the right, dug in naturally. You're still within, well, not natural, but dug tunnels versus well engineered and dungeoneered. So there is an offshoot to the right as well as a T up ahead. One continuing straight and one to the right.
All right. Karzarath will lead the way first.
Okay, give me
Going
1
to-
second actually. Okay. And okay. Yeesh. Oh. Wow. Okay. All right. So, as you are stepping your way very carefully down this tunnel, and you see these paths. Let me reveal a bit more for you because you would be able to see more at that point. Okay, so you are looking kind of in here, maybe catch a bit of that. Get some of that. And down here, I'll just call it there. Not cut off some of the wall. And as you step there, and I suppose not particularly, you hear as you step right there, stomps on the floor, dashing towards you. And this creature rushes out to attack you. And I will call for initiative right now between you three.
Oh no.
He will shout company as he draws his rapier.
Hip, yeah. Hey.
Not fast enough. I will ask you to draw your rapier
That's fine.
in initiative.
But he'll essentially shout, like, not shout, but like, say, we've got company.
Right. Okay. Bump. 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 Okay. And with that, I will grab. Let's go with this. Yeah, that works. Okay. So yeah, CC, you hear something barreling down from through the sound that you can hear, one of the offshoots of this tunnel.
Okay. So I hear the shout of "We have company," and I will take a step forward and line up my hand and snap my fingers, and I would like to cast Spark in its direction. See if I can try to light it on fire.
Spark, unfortunately, does have to be unattended objects.
Ah. Okay, bummer.
Yeah. I will permit you to change that if you would not like that in the future.
If I could identify loose stuff that I could light on fire, that would be great. But I don't really have many attendant spells. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this instead. Can I do something else instead?
Sure.
Okay. Assisi's gonna come up behind Karzarath and put a hand on his shoulder and say, "Allow me to try." And she will point a finger in the direction of the creature and say, "You. I need you to go kill your friends." And I'm gonna use Murderous Command.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Compulsion. Okay. Yeah. Will to negate. Okay. It got a total of 23 on its will save.
Ah,
Damn.
Jesus.
And its head does swivel in your direction.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Karzarath.
Draw the rapier. And I'm going to stab at it.
I presume you would have taken that 5-foot step directly to there and not
Yes.
the...
Yeah.
Okay, cool. A 12. That's some good damage. Okay. You get your poke onto it, but its skin seems to be exceptionally tough, and it doesn't quite pierce well enough. That would... Yep. That would bring it to this ugly creature's turn. Who would Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. It would reach out and try to claw at you with both of its large appendages. That'll be an 8 to hit as well as a 17 to hit.
The 17 will hit.
Okay. Gotta get my dice out. I didn't have them ready. That is 4 slashing damage from the claws. And then it will reach its maw out and try to bite you as well. For a 15 to hit.
That does not hit. Thankfully.
Okay. So it reaches out with its teeth, just barely scraping the edge of your mask as you pull back. And with that, it is back to Cece's turn.
What kind of check would I have to do to possibly tell if this creature is dead or alive?
If you would like to see if it is an undead creature,
Actually, hold on.
Sure.
I can actually do that. Cece's gonna kind of like, how far does this go? Okay, she's gonna take a step here. She's gonna put her back against the wall as she slowly leans down. She places her hand on the ground and gently draws a little sigil on the ground, and I'm gonna cast Detect Undead.
Detect Undead, 60 feet.
So,
Sure. What? I assume you're going to have a direct path because it is a cone. Direct path towards the sin spawn. Oh, it's a sin spawn. There you go. My bad. But towards the sin spawn.
yes, if I can get him and then get up the hallway too in a 60-foot span to see if anything's in there. So round 1, presence or absence of undead auras, and then round 2 and round 3 at third floor.
Okay, so like 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You can detect the aura that surrounds undead creatures. The amount of information revealed. First round, presence or absence of undead auras. First round, you do not feel any undeath in this area.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's gonna look up from drawing her little sigil that's glowing on the ground and say, "Good news, it's not dead. Well, not yet, anyway."
Certainly looks dead. Or
That
undead.
was okay. So, standard action and either a move action or 5-foot step. Would you like to do anything else?
No, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Karzarath.
I'm gonna try to stab it.
Good.
Nice.
There you go.
A 19. As you rear back from the bite that comes out of you and you feel the little twinge of pain from the claws, you give a hefty shove directly into its chest, and that absolutely hits. So, 10 damage to this ugly creature, who I have to check. Yep. That seems to be a solid hit. It doesn't look like there's anything getting in the way of your damage in this.
Good.
Yes, quite. But that does bring it back to his turn. who's going to immediately lash back at you with his claws once again. Does a 16 hit?
That will match.
Okay, that'll hit. And another 16. Okay, so raking across your chest is 3 damage and another 3 damage. And then sort of hoisting you towards him or her, you're not exactly sure. It reaches out to bite once more, going for your rapier arm. But that will be an 8, and you snap your arm back quickly. That will pretty much be its turn. Actually, it knows there's another creature here, so it's going to take a guarded step to the side and will then end its turn, facing Karzarath. Cece. This large presence, not very loud, but certainly in a hefty scuffle with Karzarath, stands next to you.
Would I have half cover if I tried to move away? Because he's not facing me.
You would not. That square is threatened.
Okay.
However, so you can withdraw or take a 5-foot step. However, you can't move after a 5-foot step.
But if I took a 5-foot step, I would not provoke an attack of opportunity.
No, you would not. Both of those de-threaten your current square.
Okay, so I'm going to take a 5-foot step there.
Okay.
I'll go over there. And this time I'm going to hold my hand into the air, and a radiant burst of energy flashes from me as I cast Revelation.
Ooh, channel
Because
positive
I'm a
energy.
channeler, I can choose not to heal that creature.
Yes. So, Karzarath and Cece, if you're hurt, you may roll, I believe it's just a d6 at present.
Correct, at present time it's just 1d6.
Okay, Karzarath, roll your d6.
Alright.
Channeling, a core feature of Pathfinder.
It is
You get a hit
Oh,
point back.
no.
It is 2d6. Because it's the amount of damage
For every
or
2
heal
levels.
dealt, equal to 1d6 of the damage plus a d6 damage for every 2 oracle levels. That's right.
Yep, so third, it basically scales like a sneak attack.
Yeah, that's right.
Karzarath, you feel a bit of warmth, and basically to the effect of your wound still being there, but stinging less.
Alright, we're gonna try to stab it again.
All right,
Ah,
an 8 is going to be smashed out of the way by the claws. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like to do anything else? That was your standard action. Move actions can be used for more than just moving, but that may just be your turn.
I'm going to take a step back.
Okay, so you're going to 5-foot step?
Yep.
Sure. You still do have a move action left. It just can't be used for moving.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much all you can do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which brings it to the sin spawn, which I already told you guys, so it's not like it's a bad thing. It is. Well, let's see. It is aware of the healing that's happening. It did not feel anything, but it understands that is what happened. It felt it wash, just not hold effect, and it is going to step over and attack Cece instead.
Okay.
So as its claws rake around you, it's an 11.
That hits. That's my AC.
Oh, and a 19. So both of those will hit. One a glancing blow and the other cutting deep for 3 damage for the first one and another 3 damage for the second.
Okay.
And then it will reach in for a bite as a lot more of your flesh is exposed than the other ones.
Yes.
That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
That does, in fact, hit. Okay, so that means that's going to be 2 whole damage.
Okay.
And if I could have you make a will save.
6.
A 6. A 6. That fails.
Bad roll for me too.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You are overwhelmed with sinful thoughts and emotions, whatever that may mean for you. No, actually. You are overwhelmed with angry, destructive thoughts and emotions. And you are sickened for 4 minutes.
Oh shit.
As a reminder, sickened characters take -2 on all attack rolls, weapon damage rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. As you are overcome with a lot of emotions, mostly destructive.
Understood. And it's marked on my character sheet, so it should adjust accordingly.
Yeah, actually, it should. Those sheets are relatively smart. Cece.
Well, considering the mindset I'm currently in, I'm gonna look at him and again, I'm going to say, kill him.
Okay. Would you like to provoke an attack of opportunity or cast carefully?
I would like to take the 5-foot step.
Okay,
Is that
good
correct?
choice. So, 5-foot step back, and then Murderous Command. Enchantment, Compulsion, Mind Affecting. I don't think I have anything against any of those. And to be clear, I don't think I saw it on your sheet, but you can be you don't have like resistance against mind affecting effects.
That is correct, I do not.
Okay, so this does come to pass. And that is Murderous Command. Oh, that is not enough. That is a 12.
Yes. So she's just very.
Wait. Hold on. Mind affecting. Okay. So you get your magic out and you can feel it penetrating into the mind of this creature this time. The last time it didn't quite land, but this time it does. But nothing happens. This creature is already very murderous and doesn't seem to be affected through its mind.
Okie dokie. I'm like huffing and puffing and angry and sick, and I just shout to Karzarath. I say, "This isn't good. This isn't good at all. We need the others." And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Let me check, I think. That one. Okay. Okay. So Karzarath. This creature is bearing down Cece and looks to be continuing.
Well, while it's back to me, I'm going to take the opportunity to go at it.
And yes, you would, through modified rules, receive flanking from it. Which a 12 absolutely hits.
Oh!
Yes!
Oh! And I'm assuming also sneak attack?
Yes, because it is a flanking.
Oh man.
So it's a 1. Man. It's with the sneak attack. I don't know. So that is... Wow. 9 damage. Yeah, with that 12, you can feel the resistance in its thick, fleshy back, but you do manage to get through enough, and it rears up and howls. It takes 9 damage, and if I could have you make a perception check.
Sure.
Yeah, this creature's not looking good. It is looking absolutely awful. I realize I probably shouldn't use a perception check because that's apparent things. I'll ignore that in the future. But yeah, it's quite clear that this creature is probably going for survival now instead of whatever it was doing before. And it does. It turns back to you, Karzarath, and it is simply going to try to bite you. But with a 7, it is going to woefully miss. And it cannot move. So, Cece.
We're gonna go with another revelation.
Alright, so both of you can roll a d6.
Hey!
Yes!
Nice.
It's 2 more than what I had before. Take it.
And Karzarath.
Alright.
Hey, 16 for 10 whole piercing damage. Man, you're getting really lucky with that rapier damage.
Right?
Just not sneak attack. Sneak attack sucks.
Really?
10? Wow. Okay. You cut directly. Actually, how do you want to do this?
As it's going in to bite me, I just lunge the rapier forward right into its forehead.
There is quite a bit of resistance through the skull. However, you manage to get the pierce through, and it slacks immediately.
Literally just using its own momentum against it for that.
And that will be initiative over.
It's dead.
Okay, good.
And now that you have time to actually look, I will give you a bit more insight into what is in this room. Or at least visually.
I do think we would benefit from leaving. If there are more of those here, I don't think you and I can take them on alone.
Probably. Let's see if we can drag this thing back with us.
She looks down at it, and then she looks at her spindly arms, and then she looks over at you and raises an eyebrow. I'm assuming I can't carry that. I can barely carry it myself.
I just figured tie a rope to it and drag it behind.
I appreciate that you think I am that strong.
Oh no, I'm going to attempt to myself.
Oh, okay.
But not with a rope. If we need to, there's at least two of us that we can attempt this.
Well, Mama always told me to help where I can, so I will take one part of the rope as well.
So, going to carefully tie a rope on this thing and we're gonna drag it back with us.
Okay. If I could get a strength roll, if one of you would like to aid the other, you may.
I would like to aid Karzarath, please.
Cool. What's your strength modifier?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Mine is 1. Can I give him guidance?
You may.
Please.
So that'll be brought up to a 10 and then 11. An 11 strength. You two are having a terribly hard time dragging this down the stone walkway. And you have like 2,000 feet to go. More than that.
She's like sweating, but she's not giving up until Karzarath says something else.
Yeah, Karzarath is gonna try to put his back into it.
Okay. It's gonna
Would you
take
like
you an
another
awful
strength?
long time.
Yep, I'm just continuously casting guidance with each of his pulls.
Would you like another strength?
Verbal somatic. So, Cece, you're just like blessing him every time, and I can imagine it just getting like
It's just a hand
All
on
right.
his back at this point. Like pushing him
Pretty
along.
much.
That's what I'm doing. I'm pushing him as he's pulling.
So that'll cost you a bit of time, but yeah, I can give you another check. Eight. You feel yourselves. You are weakening. This is a draining experience, and you will not make it out of here.
Well, I mean, we
Alright,
got
so
it.
what if we
We got it
sever
further
the
away.
limbs? Like, what if we sever some of the limbs from it and drag it back? Maybe it'll lessen the weight.
Again, she looks down at herself and then looks over him. Guidance? Question mark? Like. She does not have the strength
So
to do any of this.
Kursarath will try to sever an arm off this thing.
Sure. Give me a survival.
It doesn't have to be pretty.
Okay, then you do it. Yeah. No need for a survival at that point.
Yeah, it
You've,
doesn't have to be pretty. It's just trying to get rid of some dead weight.
I can just imagine you guys getting back to the tunnel entrance and poking out the arm around the corner.
Hello! Waving at him.
Okay. Well, I will. Here, is there like an appendage thing that I can do? Hand. Sure. That hand denotes that it doesn't have one.
Perfect.
Or a fist. Yeah, we'll go with that fist. And you will leave with only the only the arm. You've gotten maybe 100 feet down the path so far. And you will presently be moving back. True. You'll presently be moving back to the glasswork basement. However, I will bring us back to Kalar and his research. You said you were looking for maps of the sort?
Yeah, I mean, assuming this is a name of a place, it could be a town or a region or something. Something kind of looking for maps to try to match that name you typed into chat, that the S name.
The Shalast.
Yeah.
How about that? Okay. Let's duplicate that so I can go back on my... Ooh, okay. So let's look at this. All right. Did you have a history roll? I think it was like 24, right? Or was that for... No, that was for Malfeshnikor.
That was a different history roll. You want me to roll another one?
I would, for the individual items looked for. Oh, wasn't it an 18? Yeah, you got a 14 that got to an 18.
Before. I rolled one
right, you know
for
That's okay.
the demon, for the mother of monsters.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled another one. I think that's from the 24. Was for the
Malfeshnikor.
That's the one who was encaged and trapped inside that tower. I believe.
And then you shifted your. Okay, yeah, I got you. I'll take the 20 here. So, you are looking for geographic information and specifically Shalast. You find and it takes you a little bit. It takes you quite a bit. But
They're dragging a dead body back.
They are currently attempting to drag a large, well, not large, medium, but a large medium dead body back. At present, they haven't given up and chopped off the arm. You would find a couple, like two. You would find like two maps of present day Varisia and the Lost Coast. Yes, because Sword Coast is 5e. Lost Coast. But then you would also find another map, and it is a relatively crude map, as you can imagine, like our medieval maps. It is only accurate to a degree, as far as you can tell.
The monsters.
Pretty much one of those type maps. And you see on it 7 large words that are, okay. So the map itself is quite tarnished. It is exceedingly old. It looks like it's had to have restorative magic placed on it. But there are some larger words which you can ascertain are probably landmass names. And they are written in a strange language. However, if I could have you roll, if you have linguistics, or if you have I
have no ranks in it, but it does.
Okay, so not linguistics.
But I still have. Oh, okay. Right. I just have my.
All right.
What's one in it?
In that case, I will have you just roll a straight intelligence check.
That'd be the same. It'd be
13. Okay. 13. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You recognize that Shalast, a 7-letter word with repeating, with 2 repeating letters, 2 S's and 2 A's. And there are 2 landmasses on this map that, when you think about it, those names, one of those 2 might be Shalast. And thinking about it, and cross-referencing with a more modern map, this does look like the same landmass. It's much more rough and estimated, but this is of the same area, and you are looking at a Varisia of the past.
That we are in currently.
Yes, correct. And the 2 land masses approximately, let me find on our cacophony of maps. How far does that go?
It seems to be referencing the whole area, not just a single city, but like a
yes,
or
it does look like a
or something of like larger,
a country type location. One of them, and I will draw your attention. One of the two candidates is right on the coast here, which does contain Sandpoint within it, and the other is up a bit. It's roughly here.
Sandpoint was the yellow X.
Oh, did I do that? Okay, well, I made that mistake.
Oh, so, okay, so we're up here.
It should actually be roughly over there. That's my fault. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, I can see the resemblance, and then... Yeah. So that's where Sandpoint is. So one of the candidates is here, and the other candidate is upstream, it looks like. And those two look like they might translate to Shalast.
So it's definitely in this area, but could just be any tower. Now, there is a giant abandoned old lighthouse in Sandpoint. Are there any?
Is.
I mean, do modern maps show any well-known towers in this area that I would know of? I think I came from. I don't know. I came from somewhere out here in the east of Sandpoint.
So you're looking for the lighthouse?
The lighthouse is located here now, but I mean, like other like major towers that stand out in this region that are well known.
Find me.
Okay. It does on the maps. It does not look like there are information about these towers.
Okay. Well, we can always once the group gets back together, we could possibly check out the one in Sandpoint.
True. Would you like to research anything else? Actually, hold on. Let me see if I can.
And these are the Goblin Woods here, or these are the different woods we went into. Like this is where we went to the Goblins, right?
Yes. Oh no, those are way further out. You would have been a lot closer. They're just not shown on the map for detail reasons. There are some mentions in books as well about an ancient civilization known as Thassalon.
Thassalon?
Yep, Thassalon. Let me...
And that king... Thassalon comes up in what context?
The basically Varezia's previous incarnation, or one of them.
Okay, so an old
ancient country, basically. It is only mentioned in passing. There is not much information on it, as the information that is most readily available is in Thessalonian, which is a lost language for the most part. And that pretty much concludes your information gathering, unless you'd like to look for something else.
No, we could check out the lighthouse later, and maybe some of the locals might know more about towers and things like that, but there would be, but they're not on the maps.
Right. Okay. Okay. Where would you head off to?
Well, you
After-
know, they're right next door in the glass factory. So, I mean,
Oh yeah, that's right. They are directly next to each other.
so he would, I mean, I don't know if he can check any information out or not, but he would,
You're actually over here. I didn't realize that's what that was.
well, you realized last session, but you may have forgotten the 2 weeks. So
Oh no, I remember from last week. I just reiteration.
So he would, after gathering up his information, assuming he has to put the information, he might see if he could leave that book, he would remember where that book is that he couldn't read with that language, seeing if the others might know,
Right. What is her name?
and, oh yeah, that was the other, cleric of, my god,
Yes. Sable would approach, and how is your research going?
I found some things that would help. Nothing specific, but might narrow things down a little bit. Instead of a needle in a haystack, needle in a small pile.
Fair enough. I can keep these items out if you would like. However, at some point they will need to be reorganized.
Most of these books can go away. Just I can't quite read some of this stuff here, and unless you can read it, some of my other colleagues might know languages I don't.
I'll see what I can do about that, but that
But
is
they
a
can be put
difficult
away.
language.
I know where I got them from.
Hmm.
Thank you for your time, but if I find out any more information, any other leads, I may come back or to check up on them. But this
Yes.
will give me some direction at least.
Go with strength.
You as well.
And with that, I'm gonna call for a break.
What?
Break time!
Okay.
Break time. Tell me when it's muted.
Break time! Break time! We will be
Time?
back.
Night time.
10?
Night time.
10-ish?
Uh,
Night time.
15, maybe a little more.
So on the 15-ish mark?
Yeah.
Awesome! Be back on the 15-ish mark.
Okay, so back into it we have Arzarath and Cece, probably fairly winded, making their way back with a limb. And Kareth out here just kind of minding his business.
Arzarath would stick the limb out while being hidden.
Karzrath, make a stealth check. Cece, are you trying to be quiet?
No. As we get closer to the entrance, I pull my cane off my shoulder and I just start tapping it along.
Okay. Okay.
They just hear tap, tap, tap. Arv!
Ooh. Okay. Well, bam. Whisper roll. Oh. Okay. Kareth is Kareth is just messing around with some of the equipment he has. He's using his gear maintenance kit to shine up his short swords and such, and is very much not paying attention to his surroundings. He does start to hear the tap, but only after several taps have gone by. And then Karzarath shoves the arm around the doorway, and you don't get a reaction. Not a gasp, not a "hey guys," nothing. Just no reaction.
We're
Also,
back. Tap, tap, tap,
oh,
tap.
you guys, you made it. Oh, what the hell is that?
It's an arm.
What? You brought an arm with us?
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking. I obviously didn't even see him take it. Tap, 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 tap.
Well, did you find out anything useful?
There was some kind of creature.
I can see.
We think there may be more. It might be best if we regroup.
Right.
Do you saviors have any other men that could possibly go down there with us? There's also another section that's been blockaded off that, with maybe the proper manpower, we could move out of the way.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we could ask around.
You stop hearing tapping from around the corner, and her head just like slowly leans back, and she kind of raises an eyebrow. And she's like, "You mean to tell me that the saviors can't ask for help?"
Well, I mean, of course we can. It's just we have a reputation to uphold now.
Yes, but seeking help does not stop you from having a bad reputation. If anything, it shows that you are diligent and you notice when things are awry, like a giant cave-in.
I think I know what I'm talking about.
I think you don't. But I'm gonna assume I'm going the right way because no one's stopping me, and then she'll continue down the hallway. Tap, tap, tap.
Yeah, you would stop feeling wall at some point as you enter into the larger chamber.
What are these here?
Oh, those are just barrels of stuff, little
Oh.
containers.
I'm like obnoxiously hitting it with my cane. Smack, 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 smack.
Hey,
Smack,
yeah,
smack, smack.
yeah, but it's okay. I get it. Kalar, about this point, you would get out of the way. You would oh, I need my keyboard. Oops. There you go. You would start making your way down. Oh, Kareth did grab his torch out of the sconce. Karzarath is apparently still chilling in the cave.
Okay, so he has
He
light
would go
source
with
and everything else
the
is off.
others.
I would probably see the light source coming from this way then.
Yeah.
You would hear bang, 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 bang.
There's no need for that. It's just barrels.
What did the barrel do to you?
I almost fell.
Hmm.
Someone let me walk off on my own. And she kind of like gives both of the men behind her a dirty look.
How did you even get here?
She waves her stick. Just tapping along. The kindness of people towards a blind lady.
Don't put anything past the gods. I'm sure she was guided here through other means as well.
They are finicky, but they are also kind. Did you learn anything?
Not as much as I would have hoped, but enough to narrow down the search a little bit.
Like what?
Well, so this I mean, he probably had a copy of this. So this Lamasu used to be a demon lord who became a minor goddess. She is the mother of monsters, or among other titles, of creatures that are disfigured. A three-eyed jackal is a symbol, but nothing specific other than. But I can't pinpoint to exactly where she would be worshipped or anything around here. But get some of more helps figuring out who this demon is. The other name mentioned in here, this Malfeshkanor. That is something that has been a little more helpful. He is apparently was trapped in a tower. Oh, let me go back up to your wedding. Where is it?
Oh, Shalast Tower.
Last tower. History says he was trapped in a Celeste tower, which, by the phrasing of the word, seemed to be a area or a culture type thing. And I was able to track down some old maps, and I think that Celeste is would be either the region we are in or the region to the northwest of here. I mean, northeast of here.
Yeah,
But
that'd be
it
much
can't
better.
pinpoint. It doesn't pinpoint an exact tower. But if you go outside, there does appear to be a rundown rubble tower that used to be a lighthouse just outside.
Well, saviors, I am here to assist. So what do we wish to do?
I mean, we don't. I mean, I have no guarantee that that tower mentioned that could a very large region could be a tower anywhere, but it may give us some information. Did the tunnel lead anywhere interesting?
Admittedly, we
Uh,
didn't get too far. We ran into a, a problem that would be better handled as a group than as a pair. And she will gesture with her cane towards Kazarath.
Hmm.
The person who wrote the note called them smuggling tunnels, so they probably go somewhere that that our enemies are.
uh, Kareth would speak up. Um, they also killed a monster and took its arm. I just figured that might want to be pointed out.
Do the fingerprints help us somehow?
No, that's a thing that happened. That was supposed to be through Kareth, not me speaking.
Yeah, I know. He just kind of unsure how this helps. So that's just kind of he has a blank look.
Well, Kareth doesn't either because he was sitting out there shining his short swords.
So that just has he has the blank look on his face. It's like, what was he? Um. So I imagine the arm just kind of looks like a humanoid arm or a zombie arm, or
It looks vaguely humanoid. It's a relatively tiny arm and it has 3-fingered claw hands.
okay, 3 fingers, definitely not human.
It is not undead either. That I can vouch for.
Arjok will try to explain what the thing looks like.
Yeah, basically what you would get back is that it's a hairless humanoid with a seriously bent back, dog-like hind legs, and a hideous, fleshy, octopus arm-like mouth. With the arms as mentioned, the claw arms.
Maybe it was a human. Master is the mother of monsters and the disformed.
So if this was the case and this was smuggling tunnels, is there a possibility that these tunnels could lead us to our next destination?
One of their attack plans was to send her freaks up from below via the smuggling tunnels. You know, yeah. So I imagine that there's more than one disformed thing down there, but they may not all be exactly the same.
That's a fair point.
I wish the town had more information on this Tobin, other than he just died in a fire. No one, but there's not going to be any historical records for someone like him. He didn't apparently didn't make that much waves in history to have a for big history. We can theorize that his daughter, who was originally thought died in this fire, survived somehow and is involved in this as the enemy.
Yes, that would be somewhat apparent.
Can I roll a history check?
Sure. What for? What would you like to recall?
I'm trying to recall if I know anything about this, maybe particularly from a religion standpoint, and how his presence affected within the realm of religion.
His presence. You mean like Ezekiel Tobin?
Yeah. Let's see if we can
Um,
ascertain anything more.
yeah, you can make a history check. As long as it's trained, you know.
Yep. And I have a rank in it.
Yes.
I
So
rolled
it's
a 10. God
a
damn it.
10.
Yeah, I have a +5. It's weird.
I mean, that's pretty good. Hmm. You can't recall through the hearings, as seeings aren't exactly your style, that the name Ezekiel or Tobin has not exactly popped up. It probably is a solely local endeavor and or persona, and nothing rings a bell really.
Bummer.
Um, oh, I guess Kareth would continue. Are we going down the tunnel or going somewhere else? Are we trapping the tunnel like we said before, or what do you guys think?
I would say let's check a bit more.
Oh, that was not very clear.
I think we should try mapping out the tunnel a bit before we close it off, if we can.
I think that would be a good idea. I'm gonna need to take this with me, though. He lifts up his torch.
That should be fine.
Okay.
I agree,
Yeah.
but I agree, but we must travel safely and travel cautiously. Those things are not something to trifle with.
I suppose, I mean, we can head down that way. I mean, do you think the four of us can handle it? Do we find Maheda, or does she seem to have vanished?
We did have to
I
travel well within the realms. Well within the realms of the tunnel. If we wanted to explore other options, we probably could have guards posting point down here, or barricading the entry until we return.
That sounds fair. Uh, so, will you all be heading down the tunnel or calling guards to hold point and trying to get something somewhere else?
What do you guys think?
Maybe some guards to hold point.
I forgot to physically put guards outside the glassworks, and there definitely are guards.
Oh, I got my crossbow. I can back you guys up if you want to go down the tunnel again. But we should be ready to get out of there if we find overwhelming odds. I mean, even with Maheda and the others, we had to fall back when we attacked the Goblin Village.
I think that's a great idea. Always keep within our bounds. I guess with this knowledge and everyone still standing relatively together, Kareth would strong-headedly start heading down the tunnel.
Cece will poke Kazarath in the back a little bit with her cane and be like, "Go with him. He won't be able to see." Poke, poke.
So Karzrath will go with.
Sure.
Would you like help guiding so you don't go down the wrong tunnel again?
She kind of chuckles and moves her cane from one hand to the other, and extends out a hand to you and says, "Oh no, we shall not wander in the dark. You will follow me."
Well, I was going to offer you my hand until we got to the tunnels. Lead on?
And she will take him by the hand and lead him clippity clapping her way down the hallway.
So, Kalar, I'm pretty sure you require light for your vision.
Yes, I do.
So, unless you are going to pull out a light source yourself, your light is fairly dependent on Kareth.
Do I have a torch or something? Oh, I know the light spell. Okay.
Oh, yep, that's very useful.
It's a cantrip. If he needs to, he can cast it. But for now, he will try to keep. As long as he's close enough to the others, he won't cast it. But if he gets into a dark situation, he can always cast that.
Right. Okay. You all make it eventually, and Kalar, you know that this is quite a hefty walk for you guys. Not nearly like a mile or so, but almost half, you'd say. And speaking of Kareth, as you're going down, just kind of worriedly kind of leans back and quietly says, Are we still going the right way? Did we miss something?
No, we're going the right way.
Okay. And continues forward, and you eventually may make your way to the dead end with a fork off to your right. Which way was it again?
Left.
Okay. And he steps through the brick area and heads down that path at the behest of Karzareth. And I will jam you guys. And draw over here. Bear with me for a second. Okay, so token layer. You make your way down once more. And Kareth stops to note the pretty ugly body of this creature, now pooling blood from its arm. Well, stump.
Tap, 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 smack. Smack, 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 smack. Found it.
You two are scary. I'm glad I have you on my side.
Tap, tap, smack, smack.
If there's enough light, he would help her to guide her around the body if
I don't know, make a sense motive check.
Tap, 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 smack, 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 smack.
sense motive.
She wants to do this.
Smack, 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 smack.
But wants to hit the body. What?
It would appear so. Kareth
Very
would
rude. Smack, smack.
would trudge ahead and take a look into the openings. And especially being a catfolk, you can see him pull back and like scrunch up his face. And Karzarath, you notice now, when your life isn't in imminent danger, that it smells pretty not great in that enclave. I don't think that's the right word. I'm gonna use it anyway. Ooh,
I mean, that makes
I don't
sense.
need anything from there.
Oh boy, it smells not pleasant in here at all.
Keep in mind, it's not exactly overbearing. It just is more so for the catfolk in the party.
Uh-huh.
Who, by the way, is not exactly walking around with he's not exactly trying to hide his steps at the moment. And he would get to
Be cautious.
yeah, right, sorry.
Goodness.
Let me remember. I believe torches are 20 feet.
Did we want to scout out this area down here?
That's where the thing came from.
I'm gonna scout it out.
Goodness.
Sure. Oop, not that.
I will have my rapier out and at the ready just in case something comes running.
Yep. Well, as you see this, it comes to an end where you see a pile of pretty much refuse.
Oh, yeah, you just see
And
that
it's-
just turned around.
It's just an enclosed chamber that was being guarded by this creature.
Yeah, that's enough for him. He sees that literal pile of crap and just like, no thank you.
Normal light into 20-foot radius and increasing for another 20 feet. Okay, so 20-foot normal, 20-foot dim, or 20-foot normal, 20-foot normal if it's already dim. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, that would be normal light. 5, 10, 15, 20, that would be dim light. Oops. Five, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So at the very edges of Kareth's vision, as he hears CC and realizes, oh yeah, it would be a good idea to be a little quiet. Continuing forward, it just looks like more tunnel, but down the fork to the side, there is a little bit of worked stone on the floor. I got a little bit of actual dungeon.
What?
What the floor, tile, stone. Are we going this way? as Karzarath walks past.
Oh no, if you ever watch this, it's exactly what I picture you saying this in this exact moment, and Dieter was like spot on.
I'm so glad. I'm very glad that works.
That's exactly what Noah was saying. Like, I see tile, what do you want? Like I'm sorry, that was way too more entertaining than I was anticipating it to be.
Okay, Karzarath, 60 feet. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. As you round the corner, you can see with your grayscale, you can see a part of a worked room. This has been man-made. This is definitely, people have been here. And Kalar, I'm assuming you're gonna stay with the group.
Yeah. We'll be staying right, staying within the light, kind of just following the back of the group.
Yeah.
Get his crossbow out.
Actually, I might as well. Let's... $20 and 40. Okay, so... Man, I really wish I could turn down the opacity on auras, but basically that is the bright and dim light, respectively, from Kareth.
You can pick a lighter one, but yeah, I mean...
Jeez.
It's okay. If you have like a spare 10 minutes after the session, I'll walk you through how to do dynamic lighting.
I am personally not interested in dynamic lighting for this. I like the usage of fog.
You got it.
Not necessarily tonight, but I would like to be taught how to use it better.
Oh, perfect.
Cool. We shall discuss this after.
Karzarath, should we go?
Huh?
I mean, I
Apparently
think we
there's
should.
Might as well
I
check
know
it out.
I know you should.
We've gone a long way, walked a long way to not to.
Karzarath, sorry for interrupting. Karzarath is going to go forward to scout it out. Holy hell, that's stealth.
There you go.
Yeah, Kareth is going to try to be quiet from this point forth, so for anyone else trying to be quiet about this, you may perform a stealth check.
I
Like,
will
he's
give him
going ahead
guidance.
out of the light to scout.
Who are you giving guidance?
I'm patting Karth on the back. Just say, just
Plus
just be
1,
quiet.
15.
Just be quiet.
Not
Whoops.
bad, actually.
I did not mean to
That's
click
bluff.
that. I meant to click stealth. 13.
Not awful. Okay, so a 25, a 19, a 15, and a 13. Cool. Okay, let me get you the rest of this room. Open up my book.
At the moment, I'm looking down the other hallway. That we didn't go down to make sure we're not surprised.
You certainly can. You will run out of light pretty quickly, as but yeah.
But right
If you
now,
would like to
I mean, I'm sure he can only see as far as the light, but if something comes down that way, he's just looking down that way, keeping an eye out.
Right, I gotcha. Karzarath, as you enter this room, the original purpose of this chamber is unclear, but large mounds of rubble lie strewn on its floor. The wall to the west has been torn down to reveal a tunnel leading in the same direction, which is in fact your direction. That is where you came from. The compass rose is correct for this map. It's not like shifted around.
Going to peek into the room.
This room or like through the door? Oh, there is a door, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. So he let the others know there's a door over here, and he's going to, as quietly as he can, try the door.
All right. You try the door. And it doesn't seem to have a locking mechanism. It swings open. Did I? I did. Ooh. So that's... Door be gone. And I will... you see ahead of you some hallway with a turn to the left.
He will gesture the others, like, forward towards him down the hall as he quietly moves forward.
Okay. Everyone comes up to the chamber, and at least Kareth waits for your signal. Did I disconnect?
Oh, but I'm not in the front.
Karzarath is leading the way.
Okay. Yeah, you're clear to head around.
So he's going
I've
to
just-
peek around the corner.
Pixie around the corner. With a peek, you will get a limited view. You catch a longer hallway with another opening to the right. You don't quite catch anything else.
It's more of, is there anything moving?
Come on, give me the thing. No, this is an empty hallway.
So
Kareth
he'll-
would give an over-exaggerated whisper. Is it safe?
gives the all clear and continues on.
Kareth would move up.
And once again, he'll take that glance around the corner.
Glance around the corner. 10, 20, 30. Okay. With a glance. Maybe get to there. You take a look down, and there is a hallway. It looks to, based on the ceiling, looks to open up a little bit, and there also is a cut of tunnel that you can just barely see. No living creatures.
Okay. Then we'll continue on.
Okay. With that, with your 60 feet, you would see that there was a hallway that you missed with your cursory glance, and you confirm that there is a room here with another door on the far end. You also catch a small glint of something within the room, but it doesn't look well. You catch a glint of something. Just barely perceptible.
He will like pull up a hand like just for the other stop and let them know. I think there's something up in the room ahead. I'm going to check, but stay close.
Okay, sure.
Um, is this a door or is this an open room?
That is
Or
an open
hallway?
hallway. You just hadn't gotten the information visually.
Okay. So he will look down that hallway before advancing.
Glance or full look?
He's gonna be stealthy about it, but a full look if he can.
Okay,
So here is a stealth for you.
that's fine. You would pop out all the way and see a long hallway leading to a curve to the right.
And then he's gonna come up here and try to glance in.
All right. And what you see is a statue. A red marble statue of a strikingly beautiful, but at the same time monstrously enraged human woman stands in the middle of this room, her stony expression twisted in fury. The woman wears flowing robes, and her long hair is held back from her face by an intricate headdress of hooks and blades. In her left hand, she carries a large book, the face of which is inscribed with a 7-pointed star. Her right hand holds a glittering metal and ivory rancier. And to be clear, the book is marble, the rancier is not.
The Vancier, I'm not familiar with that term.
It is a type of sword. I think.
He will come back and let
I
them know that
believe
there's
so.
some kind of, he would come back and let them know there is some kind of statue up ahead. And he'll take a step to the side, let Kareth.
My bad, it's a type of spear. It's a 3-pronged spear. It's like a sai, but a spearhead. Sure, I'll take a look. That I can.
With the dead end, I would move in there.
There is sight with the light that I can show that, and I can also show that.
No, not a dead end. Okay.
Yes, there is a door at the end of the hallway. There is a little bit of extra tunneling going on here, and then there is a hallway with stairs going up this way.
Interesting. Now, do I recognize this as Lamashtu?
Lamashtu. If you would like to try to identify it, you can make a knowledge history. Anyone who would like to may make a knowledge history, so long as you are, so long as you have a skill rank in it. 12.
Nope. History's got its eye on you.
Yeah. The three of you take a look at this. Kareth doesn't even try. And it's pretty evident that the visage and iconography of this statue is lost to you.
Would religion work for this statue? Or just history?
It would not. This is purely historical.
Got it. Thank you.
Yes. Well, should we continue on?
Sure.
The spear is made of something different from the statue.
Yeah, the spear is spear materialed, though it looks very fancy. It looks very nice.
Does it come free from the statue?
Do you tug at it?
Yeah.
Do you touch the spear?
Are you sure you want to do that?
Okay.
I've got no reason to think it's trapped.
Yeah, you take a tug at it and it pulls off. It seems hefty and usable as an actual weapon.
Check
And
magic.
should you use it, it will be the statistics for a masterwork rancier.
Oh. Oh shit.
You would cast detect magic. In hindsight, maybe I should have done that before grabbing the spear, but
That's okay. Learning. You're learning. You're only level 2. Detect magic. Round 1 detects if there is magic, and based on my universe, there is the faintest bit of magic to it, though it's not actually magic. It's just this item is crafted so well that it reads as lightly magical, and that's how you can confirm that it is masterwork.
okay. What's it called? A lansu, like a spear type thing.
Rancier.
And so
It looks French, so I'm not positive on the pronunciation, but yeah, Rancier.
I will see if I'm proficient with them in a second.
Sure.
Must be a reason. Must be a reason this comes free from the statue.
Kareth, ever curious, would at least look down the hallway. Yeah, that thing. And getting 40 feet would just watch as the staircase ascends.
Actually, I'd like to stealth into the hallway.
Sure. I mean, if you haven't changed pace, you can keep the stealth you had before.
Okay, then I will.
13.
Yep. Step into the darkness.
1 second. Let me check something. Okay. I will whisper.
Okay, so it's a martial weapon. 2d4 critical times 3. Disarm reach 12 pounds. I don't know if I can use it or not.
Cece comes back with a very disgusted look on her face and just points in that direction with her cane. Clippity claps her way and just pokes Kareth in the back. Go, please. Please go.
What's gotten into you? What's the problem?
She stops. She kind of ponders for a second. She points out that way. Doesn't say anything.
Well, now he's curious, and he's gonna work his way around and barely gets into the hallway before smelling, and there is a even more aggressive smell than down in the first chamber, and doesn't even bother. I understand. Onward. I'm glad you appreciate my impressions.
I do. I do.
I have a hidden talent for it. But don't ever ask me to do an impression at any point, because it's always a hit or miss whether it works, and I've never tried it before.
No, you just know his mannerisms and his verbiage so well that you're just like, yeah, I can do Noah. It's fine.
I guess so.
Okay, continue.
Karzarath, are you gonna, or should I? And he is poking a thumb down the hallway, or I guess up the hallway, seeing as it is a staircase up.
Lead the way.
Right. I got this. And while he does have a 15 stealth, he is also a source of light. So as he takes the 2 steps, he actually sees a door. Alright, there's a door up ahead. And he starts to climb the stairs. And will absolutely leave Kalar in the dark.
Oh,
And Karzarath and Cece, but they can see. I mean, Karzarath can see. Cece doesn't need to.
Same color.
oh,
Pretty much.
I'll cast light on something.
Sure.
Cast light on your spear thingy.
I believe that's also 20 feet, yeah? Light.
No.
20-foot radius and increasing level for another 20. So identical to a torch.
Is that
Okay.
a verbal spell?
Yes.
Yes.
Verbal and material.
Okay.
Or divine focus, which he definitely has.
As you cast the spell, do you make any verbal indication that that you now have light? Like, do you respond to seeing the statue more closely or anything like that?
No.
Okay. I was gonna make a funny, but I can't.
Oh, were you gonna like thank him or something?
No, I was gonna go, bright.
Fair enough.
Unless you recognize the incantation, but I can't see why you would know the light spell, considering you can't see.
Yeah, I don't. If I had the light spell, I would totally play that game, but I don't.
Kareth having a bout of wisdom, would try to listen in on the room and see if there's anything. Well, hear if there's anything behind it. Ooh, an 18.
I am not proficient with this.
Okay.
It's a master weapon.
It does look like it could be fairly pricey or used for a trade good. If you would like to know more, you may make an appraise.
The book, it says 10 gold for a basic one, but that's most, but masterwork would be much more valuable. But and I don't know if you guys familiar, either of you guys proficient with master weapons?
Me, no.
We don't know what no is.
I'm not even proficient with my walking stick. Are you kidding me? I have a minus 2 to it if
That's
I
a
do
funny
hit somebody.
joke, but I'm sure everyone's proficient with basic, simple weapons.
I'm pretty sure like sorcerers and wizards have nothing more than like a dagger and a sling, so not even all simple weapons.
Okay.
But Kareth would not touch it as that doesn't exactly fit the skill set of a swashbuckler.
That's true. Well, see if it's useful for something later on or sell it, because if it's anything like 3.5, Masterwork adds, I think, 300 the price.
Fairly similar. There's a lot of carryovers. Sorry, I just gotta check something. Okay.
He would say to, he's like, I don't think this is the Masu. Can't recognize who it is, but, wonder why the statue's down here. Or what this field is used for.
What do you have there?
It's a fancy spiel, or I don't think he would know enough to call it by its right name. It's a fancy polearm or spear.
I see.
Kareth would,
If you haven't seen the statue, I mean, he would probably describing the statue to her. I'm sorry, it takes a little bit getting used to not, but I'll try to be better about remembering that you can't, that you can't see it with see and have to only perceive things with your ears.
It is fine. Smell is also one of the things, which, by the way, in case you didn't quite catch on, do not go down that hallway. And she points this way.
Oh, that one towards the other way?
Yes, do not go in there. Your nose will thank you if you don't.
Did you know, I guess we don't know what's causing the smell, what could be important later, but
let's just say, when you've been around enough latrines as I have, it's that.
Oh.
Please
So-
do not go in there.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I just thought maybe there might be a clue, but
Oh, there's
someone living down here that it's something that they would need.
There's stuff that rhymes with clue over there, but I do not want to deal with that. Shall
Yes, they've moved on a little bit ahead, but I can, I cast light on, something. What will you cast light on?
we?
He would say it there.
That explains why it got so bright in here. The gods are finicky. They took my sight but gave me a sense of humor. Shall we?
After you. Let the lights guide you.
Tap, 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 tap.
Karth would confidently say back in no quiet terms, "Don't worry, there's nothing behind here," and will straight go to open the door. Which would reveal.
I think he would know the trick of casting light on a coin, and he could always put it inside a bag if need be. So that's probably what he did.
Did I do the wrong thing? I totally did the wrong thing. That's not what I want to do. I want to do this one. I was wondering why it was looking weird. I just created a polygon shape instead of revealing. And Karth would step inside to find. Get me my descriptions. This one. Okay. Water ripples quietly in this circular stone pool, the rim of which is lined with skulls. And with that, I have to inform you that a creature lashes down at Karth and will make an attack.
Spider?
Give me a sec. I would like to figure out what kind of attack I would like to.
Oh no. Oh no.
Lashes down at something from the ceiling. I imagine giant spider, but we haven't seen it yet.
Or it could be a giant, like, kraken tentacle from the water, like a
That'd be fun.
slap.
Or it could be another one of those creatures.
Ugh.
Ooh.
What spells did I prep today?
Ooh. Sorry, this is very interesting, but I also forgot to read this before, and there's quite a bit of words here. Oh, okay. Okay. That's what's gonna happen. So, this creature dashes down and bites at Karth for an 18 to hit his flat-footed, which is 13, so it absolutely hits. And you see this. This creature is a blackened, bat-winged fiend's head. Tentacles dangle from chin and scalp, and its fanged mouth hangs agape. And it comes down to bite Kareth, which is successful. Bite is that. So Kareth is going to take 2 damage. Wow, Kareth has a lot of hit points. A whole 25.
Gee.
Yes, we do have a good fighter with us, as
Yeah.
he is was the person controlling him is absent today at least.
Yeah. And as he gets bit, this venom seeps into him, and I will not specify what is happening, but I will give him a fort save. No need to roll that myself. I can roll that here. Ooh, wow.
Oh,
A
no.
5.
Oh,
Okay. Well, from all of your perspectives, he seems to take minimal damage, but this poison, it does take hold in him. He does not seem to act any different, but as you will see, because initiative is starting, let's actually pull that up. But you can see that it definitely takes hold. And I will pull up. What is this one? Sure, that works. Let's give Kareth an initiative. And then Karzarath.
Working on it.
Gotcha. Let's give this guy a turn. Nice one. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. Hey, Cece.
yeah.
What's your dexterity?
Well,
Okay.
I don't like the
Karzarath.
Just a word.
Alright. Is my turn then?
Yeah, it actually would have come down about there. Karzarath, you see this large-headed, bat-winged, tentacled creature swoop down and bite into Kareth.
Am I able to get into the room around him?
Yes, but that will be within 5 feet and will be threatened by the creature.
Unless I'm able to attack the creature from my area.
Let's do that. Yes, with some cover. Cover for the creature.
Fine. We will 5, 10.
Oh,
My
okay.
same squares. That's
It will take a bite at you. That'll be a 10 though. That's gonna miss.
Yep. So basically skirt around it, and then roar.
Go away, Discord notification. A 20. It was facing there, so that is not quite flanking. But yes, that 20 absolutely hits for 7 damage.
What's
Yeah,
sneak attack?
okay. No.
No, I figured I'd ask.
You did not
Okay.
catch it flat-footed, nor did you, whatever. Nor did you catch it flanking. That's what it was. But that will be your turn, Kalar.
I can move through CC, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move up and reach down to I'm assuming Kareth has his two swords out.
Yep.
He will reach out and he will speak in some celestial language, and arcane runes pop up along the blade of one of his short swords.
Sure. Left hand or right hand?
What is his primary hand? Right hand?
If you were going for his primary hand, you would go for it.
Right hand, then.
Yeah, I don't think he specified he's left-handed, so. Cool. 1 minute per level, and +1 enchantment bonus on attack and damage. Cool.
And I believe that's the spell I should be level. I don't know. That's cleric level it's going off, right? That's going off caster level.
Yes, that would be cleric level.
Okay.
But
So,
that's 2
well,
minutes then. Or 3 minutes, I should say. No, because you did take a level in monk, so 2 minutes.
Well, it should be. But I also bumped that one up, I think, twice. So I believe it should be 3.
Okay, is this the one that you bumped twice?
I believe that's the one that is bumped twice.
Okay, sure. Gotcha. And thankfully, because it got its attack of opportunity out of the way, that did not provoke. So, you may continue to move, if you so please, or stay there.
That was my action would have been to cast the spell, and so I can't really heal or shoot my crossbow. But I guess he would get the crossbow out. I guess he already had the crossbow out.
Sure.
But he can't really fire it this turn.
Sounds good. Mysterious Monster V. What is he gonna do? Oh, I know what he's gonna do.
I don't know. Magic weapon was only bumped once. And Shield of Faith was the one I bumped twice. So.
Right. So this is 2 minutes. Got it. This creature looks at the two around it and the light source that's in the hallway, and opens its maw and lets out a horrendous shriek. And so I need everyone to make a fortitude save.
Oh. God, I'm rolling bad.
Oh, so is... Oh, wait, that's Kalar. Kareth, okay. And lastly, Karzarath. 18. Okay, so Cece and Kalar, you two become paralyzed for... Let's see. For CC, that is 3 rounds. For Kalar, that is 7 rounds. So as long as the creature doesn't attack you or stays nearby, you guys have 3 and 7 rounds respectively. I'm sorry, that's how it rolled. Of being paralyzed.
Okay. It's not
Okay.
Uh, and unfortunately, I think that means CC, you're
But can take purely mental actions.
yes.
Could Revelation is not somatic. Could I do Revelation?
The channel energy isn't somatic. Okay.
I believe so. It's just a
you
burst of
could.
energy from you.
Sure.
So, because I know Karzarath still isn't fully healed. I know I'm not, and I know Tharth is hurt. So we'll do that. Just a flash of energy.
Okay.
5 for me.
Okay. Could I have you get a caster check?
Sure. How would you like me to do
It's a D20 plus your caster level.
it? Caster level is 2.
Okay, so D20 plus 2.
A 7.
A 7. It looks like the healing that you protruded. By the way, Karzarath, make sure to roll for yourself. Doesn't take hold on Kareth.
Alright. I don't believe I can say anything, so that'll be the end of my turn.
Yep. Sounds about right. Kareth is gonna take his revenge and get some swings in. Full round. Or wait, who was? Kareth and Kalar were the ones. Okay, yeah. Or not Kareth, CC and Kalar. So let's put a stop on you guys. So let me know if you have like mental things that you would like to do. Kareth is going to.
My energy is purely mental.
Doesn't exactly say anything against it.
Okay.
So I believe so. He's going to take a swipe with this, which should get an extra +1 for the magic. 12. Does a 12 hit? A 12 does not hit. And then this one at 17, however, as he swings both of his, does hit. And that will be 3 damage.
Who's that against?
Kareth towards the Vargal.
Okay.
God damn it, I did it again. The V monster.
I thought
I don't
that
even know what that is.
I've used the 5th edition version of all those. They sounded similar enough. I thought they might be.
Well, there's a lot of carryovers, but you guys definitely don't know them unless you think hard about it. Hey, that's a mental action. Think about it. But that was a full round action to attack, so Karzarath.
Alright. And we're going to once again stab at it.
A 10 is not going to hit. You try to get a hit in on it, but it swiftly flies around.
And that's my turn.
Yeah. Wait, when did? Oh, yeah, okay. I got you. Okay, Kalar, do you have any mental...
I could use that healing blast too, but does anyone still hurt?
Cece looks fine.
I mean, if no one looked hurt, I guess just try to look at the creature. Or try to see if I know about the thing, about it.
Sure. Roll me. A knowledge. Let me see.
Religion, history.
Knowledge planes would work. A knowledge dungeoneering would work. Perhaps a knowledge arcana would work, though that one probably is a little higher.
I got a bigger bonus to arcana. I have planes is not. I don't have any rank in, so. Oh.
Oh. Well, yeah, okay. This is in fact a Varghul. It's a evil extraplanar entity. It can fly very well, and it has dangerous effects to it through its shrieking and through its kisses. Believe it or not, that it can convert other creatures into other Varghuls.
Yeah, I was thinking about that in the 5th edition version. Is Karath or Karus in danger of becoming a Varghul?
No, it has to. The kiss is a specifically planted attack.
Okay.
And usually on, yeah. But that would bring it back to the Varghul's turn. There's no point to do that anymore, and I can't exactly do that, so I will just swoop down to bite Kareth again. Oh wow, that definitely hits. That's a 21 to hit. And 4 damage. So it seems to bite off a sizable chunk of fur and some skin, and blood is drawn and is falling down Kareth's shoulder. But it will not do anything else. So, Cece, round 2.
I really can't do anything else at this point. So I have to
That's
pass on.
okay.
Unless I can make a save
Yeah.
instead.
No.
Okay.
Kareth is going to go again. He's going to... I gotta remember that he has swashbuckler stuff. Oh, but he does only have 1 panache left. Daring do, dodging, panache, opportune parry, and riposte. Okay. Yeah. So that is a 12, which, again, is going to miss. I think that was a 12 the last time, too. And then a 6. He seems to be getting a little flustered. He can feel this poison taking effect on him, and he doesn't very much appreciate the razor's sharp teeth biting into him, and he loses his cool a little bit as he's flailing, trying to catch it. Karzarath, back up to the top.
Alright. Gonna try stabbing at it again.
All right.
Oh!
A
There
25
you go.
with a 17 to confirm is going to confirm the critical. So, 14 damage. Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Basically, just kind of like watches that as it flies around and just keeps going after Earth and just kind of a quick jab right into it.
Right. Well, that's nice, and that is combat. Oh, whoops.
Alright, it's 2 for 2.
Let's clear that. Get rid of that. And the body falls onto the ground. CC and Kalar, you are no longer paralyzed as it was due to the creature.
Oh, thank goodness.
And with the conclusion of that fight in this pool area, we will call it for tonight. And come back.
Something on Karath to note that he has a magic weapon.
Let's see. Magic.
Huzzah.
Oh, actually, I like that one better. Magic. There we go. And also for my note, the poison effect. Okay. So let's get these sheets out of the way so I can drag the thing around. Let's head back here and say goodbye for the session.
Alright.
All right. Great game,
See you.
as always, Dieter. That was wonderful. So for right now, till next time, everybody say goodbye to YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
YouTube.
See you for session XI.
See you for section X. Session XI. Happy dungeon delving, everyone.